And what type of exercise goes into the exercise component of exercise and recovery? Well, as I've alluded to throughout the episode, it's not necessarily strength that's going to do it. Endurance will do it. So we need to build muscular endurance. We need to build it into the tissues of the lower back. Muscular endurance is about resisting tissue fatigue, because that's what's caused the problem in the first place. Is the tissues of your lower back can't tolerate, one, the load going through it, but also the time span to be able to make it last. It needs to be able to go for, which is what endurance is, the ability to go for a long time while resisting fatigue. So the lower back is broken down over weeks, months, and years, and that is a fatigue issue. So if it was a strength issue, it would be your back would be healthy, and then you would say fall, and your tissues would, like a muscle tear. A muscle tear is it's not necessarily more indicative of muscular strength. One impact and trauma is more indicative of muscular strength. So the breaking of a tissue because of one impact. Now, most low back injuries aren't due to that. Most low back injuries are due to wearing down over time, which is a fatigue issue, which is endurance. So the tissues of the lower back don't have the endurance. So we need to rebuild the endurance back into those tissues, essentially, is what I'm saying. We're building the ability to do more. We're building the ability to make movement mistakes, if you will. We're building enough tolerance to lifting up heavy weights incorrectly, because even when we do lift up weights incorrectly, 99 times out of 100 will probably be okay. But then the one time when the back goes, and then we blame that time that we did it, but it wasn't that time that we did it. It was the 99 times before that we did it before, and then the 100th time was the straw that broke the camel's back. So we need to build muscular endurance. What then happens is strength goes on top. Strength is the cherry on the top, let's call it. Endurance is your foundation. So we need to think of it like that. And if we can understand that if the problem was caused by the weeks, months and years of movement mistakes, small movement errors, poor technique, poor just general use of the body in everyday life that just wears down the tissues, lack of conditioning is another one, that just wears down the tissues, then we can start to have an understanding that, okay, well, if that's the problem, that's what we need to rebuild back in. Because there are plenty of strong people that don't have endurance. And there are plenty of strong people that have lower back pain. So we need to put that endurance as a foundation in so we can express more strength. Because if we have the endurance, we can do strength for longer, because our tissues can tolerate it. So we need to think of muscular endurance as the foundation of our rehabilitation to be able to overcome our lower back pain. And the next part, which is stability, which is the second aspect of exercise that needs to be added in.